What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode.
What
Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Me, Nate, every day I'm hustling, and my co-host Picksburgh in the house.
You know it.
And today we're going to talk about our experiences with managed payment. Anthony has been doing it for the weekly,
Yep.
and then I've been doing it on the daily. So, what has been your experience with it? How you'd like to switch over?
I've liked it a lot, really. I mean, for me, it's like Amazon prepared me for it with like the bi-weekly payments. So like now I'm just kind of looking at eBay, whereas like before it was like instant gratification. Like the minute something sold, it's like I had money to play with. Now it's like I've almost rebudgeted the way I spend to where it's like, okay, well now I get that weekly paycheck from eBay. For me, it's been smooth. I haven't had any issues with it or anything like that. No hiccups with shipping or being paid for stuff. I know other sellers, some people have had trouble even accepting payments. So everything for me has been copacetic with managed payments so far. I'm real happy with it. Do I miss like the instant gratification of PayPal getting the money right away? Yeah, to an extent. But I'm adapting well to the weekly paycheck philosophy of eBay right now.
I've done them daily just because I'm kind of in a financial crunch right now, and so far so good. I had something that was sitting in there for a little longer than I thought it should be, payment wise, because I guess what happens is it takes a day or two for it to get processed, and that's when it becomes completed. And then it goes into your fund. And then once it hits your funds that night, it will actually get sent out to your bank account. And the rest of the time it takes, it's based on your bank or, who you're using or whatever. Like mine basically comes and hits that night as soon as they send it. But depending on what bank you may use, it could take 3 or 4 days. So it's almost better maybe even moving. If your bank takes 3 or 4 days to get that, do it a weekly thing, because it's just, I guess once you get set up, it would come every day because of the wait. It would be like a drawn out little bit of a process. Mm-hmm. But once you kind of get set up, it turns into like an everyday thing you can do daily sell.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like I said, it's just smooth. It's just like direct deposit. But I'm sure that it would be almost like that, just a little bit less, I would say, consistent whenever it's daily, because then you're waiting on processing and stuff like that.
The only thing that at first I'm like, man, I don't know how this is going to work out, because it figures I was forced into it, as I'm going through my thing I'm going through, and I'm like, if I sell this card, because I actually had to sell my Luka Doncic for PSA 9, I got
still mourning.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get another one. I think I'm gonna see a little bit of a drop and grab one for 6, maybe 5 if I'm lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Get another one. But anyway, so because I sold that, I'm thinking like, is this gonna hit in time? Because I have to pay something by Wednesday's last day. So I'm like stressing out about it and everything. But it came available today, so I should get it at midnight, which today is Monday. So actually wasn't too bad. Of course, there's an extra day in delay with everything. Yeah. Because of the holiday, that kind of stunk. But the thing I like about everything that they have set up with it, now if someone cancels, I'm not paying any fees or anything. Mm-hmm. Back with that, so I'm not losing money. Seeing your profits versus, okay, now I got to pay this monster bill at the end of the month. I think that's a lot better. From a business perspective, and from like you're talking about, it's like a play money perspective. Like, okay, yeah. I have to pay this every, this comes out. So now this is my profit. This is what I get to keep.
Yeah.
Not getting hit with a $500 bill or a $1,000 bill, or more that some sellers have. So
exactly.
It's a lot better to manage, and you're able to see. Speaking of eBay, there you go. Yep. You're able to see like, okay, I made this, and like from also like when you're buying items over and over, sometimes you're not realizing the fees and everything that are coming out and how much money you're really making on, say, like a $5 to $25 flip. So it kind of lets you see like, okay, that wasn't worth it because I only got this much. So with everything kind of how it's set up, and you're actually making a little more money as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't see a downfall to it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I thought I was going to hate it, but I really don't. I mean, I was thinking, man, it's going to suck not being able to use PayPal for everything anymore. But like, I still use PayPal. I just use it for like auctions and stuff now. You know what I mean? So it's not like I don't use it anymore. Like I still have that little PayPal slush fund I can play around with and buy cards with and do whatever I want with. It's just like now I have like the business money with the business money, like it should have been all along. You know what I mean? Going into the business account. That way it's not being intermingled with cards or whatever, like it can be from time to time, you know?
It'd be easier.
I mean, you know what I mean? Especially because most of the cards we pick up are investment pieces to flip.
It would be easier from a tax perspective when you're doing taxes too, because they have all your expenses and everything kind of in a different column and everything too. So it will actually be a lot easier to really figure out like, okay, well, I made this, but this is my expenses, my fees. It's all like pretty set up, pretty basic, and pretty understanding. So eBay, good job. Proud of you.
I had never thought I would hear you say that, but I'm actually proud of you, Nate.
Hey.
Proud of you for giving eBay that like fighter's chance.
Even though I've always been a pro Amazon guy, I still always sold on eBay and everything. It just my time and my situation is just it's a little harder for me to ramp it up or get it going. Like I give credit where credit's due. Came through with the Lucas sale, so got decent money on that.
Dude, eBay will 100% always come through on sale and fire for you, like 100% of the time and very fast.
Honestly, I had it up
and for more than it's worth.
I don't know. Like
I feel like eBay is what drives the market on these cards.
No, it's just really one of the few places you can find it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're looking for cards, where else can you get them? You can find them on eBay, Mercari. There's a couple like private places that
so much easier though for eBay, like as far as what I've found, because I've tried with Mercari a lot, especially with like them doing like the coupons and all that stuff, and having just like money sit like over there where you have to actually like tell them to like deposit it to your account. So between like the money I have sit over there and like the coupons and stuff they do for listing, I like almost try to buy cards over there because I know I can get it a little bit cheaper if I can find it over there. But what I tend to find is like a lot of the cards I'm looking to go and buy just aren't available over there, whether or not they were listed and sold too quick and then you just can't find it because it's a much smaller marketplace than eBay. Like I think I was reading something that they might be like 35 million, and like even that's like a fraction of like the traffic that eBay sees.
Oh yeah.
What I've found is it's just eBay has a much bigger pool of cards to choose from than any of the other sites I've really looked at.
The thing that shocks me though, and now that this changed because of recent events, but Mercari was always cheaper with the fees up until
exactly, yeah.
So I was kind of surprised people weren't going over there sooner, to be honest. And Mercari really has a nice situation when selling cards too, because say you ship a card out, it gets damaged in shipping, or the buyer isn't happy with it or whatever. As long as you shipped it where it falls into their guarantee, which I had one not happen, not cards, but an item because of UPS. But as long as you ship it through the regular post service, they'll cover it and they'll credit the buyer and you get to keep your money. So
yeah,
I'm surprised not more people were using Mercari versus eBay because of that fact, where with eBay you get some people that will try and do switcheroos and all types of crazy stuff. So they'll credit both of you guys, fees and everything, how it's set up. I thought it'd be more of a card paradise over there, but now that Mercari's raising their fees, it's kind of.
You would think it would be too, just because, like, if you look at the average card seller is normally somebody that has a full-time job that does the hobby because they love it. They're literally just trying to flip stuff so that they can get more stuff. Like that's the average card seller. The normal card seller is not like you or me who's just like flipping quantity and doing whatever. You know what I mean? So you would think Mercari would be, like the hobbyist's best platform. Like I said in a video, I actually just recorded a Mercari video this morning. And I said, like, I would recommend Mercari to anybody who's just like wants to be a hobbyist seller that doesn't want to make like, I mean, you can use it as like a full-time job platform or like a actual career type platform, but for the most part, it's like the simplest type of listing as far as shipping and stuff. It simplifies it the easiest for somebody who's just dipping their feet in that maybe has never tried e-commerce before. For me, at least, like just out of all the platforms I've tried, it was the simplest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you feel that way as well?
Yeah, I definitely do. I think part of it is because, you know, eBay's, they've been around so long that they have probably had all these different coders and people working on all their, you know, stuff with the back, you know, the back end of eBay that, you know, they talk about it's like a big ball of yarn that's like tangled or whatever.
Yeah.
So with Mercari, they started fresh. So they were able to do it a very simplistic, basic thing, but it still hit all the nuances that you need as a seller. You know what I mean? By getting offers. And the thing I like is when someone sends an offer, they can only send you so low of an offer because of the percentages and stuff. So
exactly. It's like how much do you want to lowball them?
Yeah, like on eBay, I had a card that, you know, it's a guy that was one of the bright spots of the playoffs, a young and up-and-coming player, Jamal Murray. And someone sent me a $50 offer on his rookie auto patch. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, now I bought this card for $37 at auction 2-3 months ago because at the time he was playing decent or whatever, but in the playoffs he's blown up. So, like, you know, this next up-and-coming guy, which I thought he was whenever I was sniping for him, and that's why I bought him. So, kind of like what I was hoping for is happening, and now his prices went through the roof.
You know what's funny in regard to that situation you just mentioned? So, when somebody sends you an offer that's, like, super low ball, like, I can't remember. It might have been a Joel Embiid rookie card. Some bum from the Six Deuce sent me this offer. It was like a $2 or like $1.50 or something crazy like that. So I tried to send this bum from the Six Deuce. I tried sending him a offer of like $4 million back, and it won't let you go any higher than 5% lower than what your actual asking price is. How crazy is that?
I was going to send you $1.62, but I was like, that's too much. I figured that'd make you laugh because I was watching one of your videos and I think you had your link in the description for your eBay and stuff. So I went to go look and see what stuff you're selling. I'm like, man, selling this? And I was like, let me lowball him so maybe he knows I'm looking. He shouldn't sell this card. But yeah, like Mercari, like it's set up right. I like how it's set up. You know, especially for the cards and everything else. Like I really like it. If a new seller was asking me, like, hey, what platform should I start on? It's almost like you're better off starting on Mercari at first because it's so simplistic.
Yep.
But as you grow, you definitely want to get on eBay quickly after once you start getting enough inventory and everything else too. So, and then of course, I always recommend Amazon.
No, we know you do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of shocked that, you know, there isn't more cards over there, especially with all the frenzy of, you know, how everything is in the card market right now. A lot of new buyers, sellers, and over there it's less competition. I'm seeing higher prices, but I think that's because of more and less like how Mercari is actually set up to do things. Which is the only thing I don't like. You know, you set a price and like it's almost set in stone unless you like delist it and relist it.
Yep.
And you can change the price up again.
I've had to do that before where I've dropped it so low and I'm like, okay, like I'm not dropping it any lower. I've actually delisted it, relisted it at a higher amount, and then just started promoting it again.
Right. Yeah, that's the only bad thing. That stinks. But
yeah,
you know, every platform's going to have some type of little flaw or nuance that you're not going to like. Nothing is perfect as of yet. If there was, I would definitely be selling on there. Managed payments and cards. It's been awesome. No complaints, really. As long as that money keeps rolling in, I'm a happy camper.
Hey, guys, do us a favor. Before you click off this video today, make sure you go down below and check to see if you're subscribed to Nate. If you're not, make sure you take that red button and you punch it with your mouse till it becomes gray. And then you want to go and click that bell notification so you don't miss any of these show recordings because we're going to be dropping them all the time. They're going to be epic. You won't want to miss any of them. And then go down to that description and make sure you click the link that says Picksburgh and go over there and subscribe too because we're doing really cool content on my channel as well, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. Stay awesome.